And what of the line? With the dream of a global Japanese empire lost to radioactive dust, the railway no longer had either purpose or support. The Japanese engineers and guards whose responsibility it was were imprisoned or repatriated. The slaves that had remained to maintain the line were freed. Within weeks of the end of the war, the line began welcoming its own end. It was abandoned by the Thais, it was dismantled by the English, it was pulled up and sold off by tribespeople. After a further time, the line began to bend and warp. Its banks broke, its embankments and bridges washed away, and its cuttings filled in. Abandonment ceded to metamorphosis. Where once death stalked, life returned. The line welcomed rain and sun. Seeds germinated in mass graves between skulls and femurs and broken pick handles. Tendrils rose up alongside dog spikes and clavicles, thrust around teak sleepers and tibias, scapulas, vertebrae, fibulas and femurs. The line welcomed weeds into the embankments the slaves had carried as dirt and rock in their tankers. It welcomed termites into the fallen bridge timbers the slaves had cut and carried and raised. It welcomed rust over the railway irons the slaves had shouldered in long rows. It welcomed rot and ruin. In the end, all that was left was the heat and the clouds of rain, and insects and birds and animals and vegetation that neither knew nor cared. Humans are only one of many things, and all these things long to live, and the highest form of living is freedom. A man to be a man, a cloud to be a cloud, bamboo to be bamboo. Decades would pass. A few short sections would be cleared by those who thought memory mattered, transformed in time into strangely resurrected trunkless legs, tourist sites, sacred sites, national sites. For the line was broken, as all lines finally are. It was all for nothing, and of it nothing remained. People kept on longing for meaning and hope. But the annals of the past are a muddy story of chaos only. And of that colossal ruin, boundless and buried, the lone and level jungle stretched far away. Of imperial dreams and dead men, all that remained was long grass.